what starts here changes the world. They are also trying to bring in some innovations in as far as they can supplement the government's effort of digitalization of Uganda. I don't know if we can give a chance to one lady here, and it gives us the history of what this Innovation Village stands for.
Innovation Village is an organization that simply works to support entrepreneurs. So we are ecosystem conveners to support entrepreneurs, but basically we support them to build, and we empower them, and we also support them to access financing for them to take on their innovations. So we run different programs at the Innovation Village that basically supports the entrepreneurs. Yes.
Thank you. I want to leave it there, and we continue to the next stalls. We have a variety of exhibitors here. With the interest of time, we shall excuse us. We shall use one minute and remove. This is the UN Global Pulse. They are also going to give us what they have offered for us today here as we continue with this live broadcast here. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you, sir. How are you today? So my name is Brighton Apito. I work with the United Nations Global Pulse, and we are the United Nations Secretary General's Innovation Lab. So what we do is we work with technology and innovation to help countries better adapt and respond to emerging challenges. Today at the job fair, we are encouraging young people to do careers in emerging fields like data science and data analysis, because that helps us to shape the future, to understand how to predict how the future works. Yes, so that is how we are supporting young people here, because currently we're working with the government of Uganda to put in place a national data strategy. And we know that skilling young people in the areas of technology, ICT, and data science is going to be very key for us to unlock the potential of this country. Yes.
Tukyali wano Kololo mwoleso gwa ICT Job Fair. Tutuse mu bannaffe abakugu mu byokunywa nkakasa gwalengera ekifaananyi ekyo ku TV, wali obalabyeko, wali obasanzeeko ku mukolo si gumu si ebiri, ate erinnya lye balina beeyogerera. Sijja kwogera bingi, kanfune omu ku bakyala abali wano, and it gives us what is the latest here. Oh, this is a repetition of what we have so far seen in the past, but we hope, since we are talking innovation, there is something new here at this store of Bella Wine. Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, how are you? Good. Yeah, my name is Imak Chantel. I'm an actress. I'm the brand ambassador Bella Wine. I'm a former Miss Tourism Chigezi and Miss Tourism World Tour ambassador. I'm also an actress. Yes.
What is new on table?
The new thing on table is this. This is called Proco. It's a fortified wine. Like, it's a combination of most of the wines, and it is 20% alcoholic. You get? And our products are all organic. And this is hibiscus, made out of hibiscus only, and small sugar. And this is also hibiscus with mint. And this is also hibiscus juice with ginger. And we also have different wines, like this is made out of hibiscus. It's a hibiscus wine. And this is the red sweet VIP. Actually, these two are VIPs. And this has won several awards. And we are going to pick another award in Italy. It's called Proco. This one has won the award in Malaysia. It's Bella Juice, hibiscus. And this is, we have different types of wines. I've showed you this. This is made out of passion. It's sweet.
The question coming in, you have at least given a sample of what you are having here today.
Yes.
How are you moving and incorporating ICT into the production of all these items?
For us, first of all, we believe that is science, like ICT is science. So us getting like juice out of an apple, out of grapes, out of passion is also science. So we are also scientists, which relates to ICT. Yeah.
How do you see, is government doing what is needed to ensure that you at the end of the day benefit from these innovations?
Yeah, the fact that we are still here and we are exhibiting and we go different places, that means the government is kind of helping, but I can't say 100%. But the reason that we are still standing, that means, of course, the government is helping. And of course, BOBIWINE, you know, it employs, like me, I'm an employee. Too, so it's helping the youth so much.
Let's talk about the issue. Last, as we wind up, the issue of internship. Government is also emphasizing this is job fair is an opportunity for offering internship to our young boys and girls. Do you have that as part of your daily business operation at BOBIWINE?
Yes, sir, we do, and very many students of entrepreneurs are always coming to the factory and doing the internship, and our internships are always free with lunch.
Akasembyewo mukawulidde wow Salongo Kasibanta wembadde nkakasa singa obadde wane Kololo tewandivuddewo naye omukyala agenze n'agamba nti kawayini kaabwe mulimukko engeri ya kenge ebitundu 2 ku buli 100 nkakasa gwe neddewo Habyarimana muyinza obutayisibwa bubi n'enteekateeka eyo. This is the UTEL. This is the government main communication network when it comes to mobile and other services. We want to interact with 1 or 2 who are here. I see a beautiful lady putting on that good smile. I hope he has good information and data for us in as far as this year's job fair happening here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. I guess this is going to be their first time of exhibiting here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds, if I'm not wrong. A good afternoon, sir. Wow, can you rise up?
Thank you.
Wow. UTEL, we saw the other time when we are launching. Today we are finding you here. First and foremost, what drives you to come and be part of this job fair of this year?
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity. We are in the digital market. And as you know, the theme for this job fair is about making the digital space available to all Ugandans. So as UTEL, we saw it as an opportunity to come and interact with the public and also showcase what we have in stock for our Ugandans.
Yes. Since the launch, what is the feedback from the public?
The public has been very, very receptive, very positive. Like you know, we are the only indigenous telecom company in the country, so the public is enthusiastic. Everyone wants to have a Ugandan-best SIM card. So the public has been very, very, very enthusiastic. And we also, as a UTEL, reiterate our commitment to providing all Ugandans with affordable, reliable, and efficient voice and internet services.
You talk of the internet services. As a country, we have the challenge of unstable, unreliable internet. How are you addressing that as UTEL?
Now, like I said earlier, we pride ourselves in our infrastructure. The country Uganda to toe that line of ICT, which we understand that the government of Uganda allocated to different innovators, especially those under the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance. Then on the other side of the Ministry of Science and Technology, government is also giving in a lot of funds to ensure that our innovators at the end of the day eat from their sweat. I'm being just reminded that the CEO, you know,
Bella Wine is our longest partner. As UBC, we have always been having end-of-year parties, and for those who have been following us, you have had our tables filled with Bella Wine beverages. So we just want to give the CEO, since she's here herself, you never know, I might move away with one bottle, but not for me, for my colleagues, as we wind up the rest of the day later on in the evening. A good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, I will call you UBC. Thank you so much. You're welcome to Bella Wine tent. We are here as scientists. You know, most people don't know that we get our passion fruits and make wine out of it. We make hibiscus. This is hibiscus, the medicinal plant. We get juice out of it, and from juice we make wine. So that's why we applied here. People may wonder how has Bella come in this, but we are scientists and want the whole world to know that Bella is not just there. But you know, Bella means belief leads to lasting achievement. People have been seeing Bella for a very long time, but they don't know that this is a very, very big innovation. The whole world knows that wine comes from only grapes, but we have showed the whole world that you can make wine from mangoes. This is wine from mangoes. This is the one which I take to Russia, to Portugal, to Spain, to France. And here now I have given a chance for our people so to test it, that wine can come from mangoes. So I'm humbly appealing, should I say, Honorable Museveni is the leader of it, to recognize Bella as the best scientist, innovator, and who is giving ideas, skills to the youth. I have a lot of youth I'm taking care of. A lot of youth know now how to get a cartoon, to get passion fruit and make wine out of it. Yes.
Thank you, Madam. Honorable Minister Dr. Masanza Musenero, there's a call there from the CEO Bella Wine. She's saying she has marketed this country, Uganda. You have seen Bella Wine moving across the world, and here in Uganda is one of the most outstanding wine brands in the country. That is the stall for Posta Uganda. We will not give you more about what they are bringing here today, but let me just shortly go and get one or two. Who is speaking to us? Well, in the interest of time, and the president, we are told, is not very far from arriving here, just give us, what is today Posta Uganda showcasing here?
Posta Uganda today is showcasing the e-Posta system, where we have automated our addresses and our services, and people can be able to access these addresses. We can even give to all Ugandans, because now they are electronic, any Ugandan can get. It's a matter of going to www.eposta.ug and follow the guidelines and be able to access the addresses.
There has been a sense of feeling that Posta is dead. Are we still living?
Posta is very much alive, and we have digitalized most of our services. So whoever says Posta is dead is very wrong, because Posta is standing and it is progressing steadily.
When we are still at school, we used to say the dead are not dead, so Posta is not dead. You have testified to the fact that they have just gone digital in terms of what they are offering. This is the UG Tunes Concepts Limited. Oh, we will, hello, what is UG Tunes publishing company giving us today?
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much. Now, Yuga Tunes is an online store that does distribution and commercialization of Ugandan content. So what happens is that every Ugandan has access to this music through our app, and then the artist is paid 10 shillings when their fans listen to the music. So what we're doing is commercializing Ugandan content.
Thank you. With the interest of time, and I'm being signaled the president is just coming in here very shortly, we will try to move and rotate around to ensure that we get at the entry point where the president will be arriving from. And as we said earlier, as soon as he gets here, we'll be handing over you to the live images of whatever will be happening here at Kololo ceremonial grounds. Then this is some of the exhibition centers here at Kololo. There's Reach Out Wives Skilling. You can see there is Centenary Group here. That is a bank which speaks for itself. They have been in the business of keeping and transaction when it comes to money and other services for the long time. So we will not spend most of our time there to show you what they are doing, but they are present here. And I guess when the president comes here, I will be also trying to visit them. That is the Judicial Service Commission, where there is a law tag there saying people's pride, bridge to justice. Let us have one interaction here with this gentleman. What is the Judicial Service Commission offering to us today? And is it in line with what we are celebrating today, the ICT Job Fair?
Yeah, thank you. My name is Geoffrey Krigamba. Work at the Judicial Service Commission. Now, the Judicial Service Commission is mandated to basically mandated to recruit, discipline judicial and now non-judicial officers. In addition, we do education of members of the public on matters to do with administration of justice and law generally. So today in this exhibition, we are here to showcase the potential of ICT to be, that has been deployed at the Commission through the recruitment process. We are able to do our recruitments online, so there's no paperwork. And so the process has been digitized. The other aspect that ICT is helping us at the Commission is case management processes. So we're doing processing of cases that have been filed against judicial officers and non-judicial officers online. Thank you.
Well, those are members of Judicial Service Commission. He has ably given us the details and history of what exactly they're doing here. In the interest of time, we shall just have a sample of what exactly is happening here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. These people will also get a chance when the president comes here. There's lapaya here and some of the exhibitors. I see the sunglasses, I see some other items here. Let's get it from the gentleman here. What today they have brought for us here in this ICT job fair. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, how are you? Thank you for coming to our booth. This is Lapaya. Lapaya is a Pan-African eyewear brand. We are present in 7 countries and we give people the chance to see well without breaking the bank. As you can see displayed, we have glasses and this is our HR. We have job opportunities as well. Then this is our doctor. We have free eye tests for everyone that is going to come along. And thank you very much.
Thank you. We are brief as such. The president is arriving here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. This is our own. We can't deny them a chance to at least give us what's today. Mr. Dean, yes. What is on table here as the president moves in? Let's use 1 minute.
What we have here is a material that a testament that UBC has existed for the past 70 years. And most of the equipment we have here is in analog format. The good news is, this being an ICT day, we have transferred and we are in the process of transferring the remainder to digital form. Like you can see, this is a digital form thing, hard disk or an external disk that stores material or content in digital forms.
Mr. Dean, we want to pause it there with the interest of time. The president is just getting in here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. Well, that has been part of our coverage there to give you the clear picture of what the exhibition tent is having for us here today. Then outside here, those are the dignitaries that are being led by the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, retired Major Jessica Lupo, the Minister Mariomosi, the Minister Gender, Labour and Social Development, Betty Amongi, State Minister ICT, Joyce Nabosa Sebugwao, Minister Dr. Jesse Muyingo, there's PS there, Minister of ICT, Dr. Zawede. Yes, it is the arrival of the president here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds, and when the president gets here, he will first have a tour around of the exhibition centers. Later on, we shall kick off the program. He'll say, the head of state is touching here at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds.
Gentlemen, if you don't have a camera, you will go back the other side.
Well, that is the president is being received by the vice president and ministers there. And now we are heading into the exhibition tent where the president is going to interact with some of the exhibitors here at Kololo ceremonial grounds. Rono? Well, that is part of this year's annual ICT job fair. The president is on the stall being framed by the safe border. They are mainly dealing into the transportation sector. We all know safe border is a brand name when it comes to the transportation industry here in Uganda. They are employing more than thousands and thousands of our youth. And the beauty about them, they are the first, if not the first, who tried to at least open up the eyes and ears of Ugandans that we can run the transportation business through the digital formats. You can order a mobile car, you can order a mobile border transport wherever you are in every part of Uganda through the digital channels. The president is on the stall, which is being managed by the Postman app, and they're also trying to give him the clear explanation of what exactly they are showcasing here today. And this is the second edition of the annual ICT job fair happening here in Uganda, and we expect this same arrangement will move on for years and years. We told you the fair gives an opportunity to the ordinary Ugandans to appreciate to the fact that they can start up one or two business wherever they are, even in your sitting room, even in your dining. You can try to come up with one or two innovations which will help you to earn a living through the digital ways, and customers can even find you at your place. We all attribute to the fact that this was the way we moved on during the COVID-19, when there were limitations in transport of both human and vehicles. People survived, and the only way many survived was through this ICT setting where you needed just your smartphone, you needed to have data, you needed to have do one or two transactions. People even ordered matoke, chips, chicken from wherever they were, and these services were able to be delivered to them. The beauty is also that it saves on the time and other inconveniences, especially look at the setting of our Kampala. When you wanted to move downtown to have a tug of war, but you can sit in your office and make one or two orders for what you feel you want to have for lunch, and within a very shortest time you will have to receive that at your table. So this is the way the president is saying, let's try to embrace, let's try to give time and resources to our scientists so that they can try to save the country the burden of the bureaucracy. You have heard from some of the exhibitors telling us here that the bureaucracy needs to be worked on because it is what is limiting most of our Ugandans from accessing services. Then when we work on that, we will have killed two birds with one stone. Then the president is still touring around here at Kololo ceremonial grounds, some of the exhibiting tents. That is, he is at Wena Technologies. They are dealing in more of technologies. They are trying to also supplement the government's effort in as far as ensuring that technology is going to be the driver of our economy, not only today but on a daily basis. Gwe munaffe akyatulaba ku mukutu guli ogwa UBC ne Star TV. Tuli wano ku kisaawe ekyameefuga e Kololo, omukulembeze w'eggwanga nga bw'olengera mu bifaananyi atuuse era nengerawo abamubugiriza, kuliko omumyuka w'omukulembeze w'eggwanga, waliwo minisita avunaanyizibwa ku bya ICT, nendabyekaawo n'omuwandiisi ow'enkalakkalira Dr. Zawedde n'abamu ku bakungu ba gavumenti abali wano ku kisaawe Kololo okulaba nga baliisa amaaso n'emitima gyabwe. Oba oliawo abamu bajja kuvaawo bamatidde nti ddala ekkubo Uganda lyekwata mu bya tekinologiya lirinako bwe lijja okututuusa omukulembeze w'eggwanga akyagenda mu maaso n'okulambula ku gimu ku midaala egy'abavubuka bambula kalevu abagezaako okwoleka obuyiiya bwe bali mu kukola obaolyawo mu ngeri emu oba endala okukwasizaako ku gavumenti mu nkola eri ey'okwongera okutuusa obuweereza eri bannansi mu ngeri ey'amangu ate takaluubiriza. Omukulembeze w'eggwanga mu nteekateeka eno era yadde nga aba minisitule ya science ne tekinologiya nabo balinako kye bakola, ne minisitule eno eya ICT and national guidance agiwadde obudde saako n'ensimbi okulaba nti ddala evujjirirwa mu ngeri esaanidde olwo esobole okuwa omusingi omunywevu eri abayiiya wano mu Uganda. Essuubira nti nga tuyita mu nkola eno eya ICT okubanga ebintu tubitambuliza ku mitimbagano tusobola okwongezaayo oba olyawo obuweereza mu ngeri abatadde ensimbi mu mwoleso guno ogwa ICT Job Fair. Bannaffe abahawe oba wawe ng'abamu bwe muyinza okubayita bamu ku abo abali mu kuvujjirira enteekateeka eno. President abuuza ku bannaffe abo aba Stanbic Bank, bamu ku abo abali mu kwolesa wano olunaku olwaleero. Abo bali mu byansimbi naye nga bwe nkutegeezezza nti the main purpose of this exhibition is to showcase the potential of how government control the line of innovation, ICT and communication to ensure that at the end of the day we can make Ugandans be in position to earn from wherever they are through their innovations. Even when you look at the current change in the curriculum, it is that one which is trying to go very practical to ensure that we are not just fed by theory, but practical can also give us a daily income in as far as it is concerned. We are still touring around with the president, having a feel of some of the stores here at Kololo. There we should make our way to the final lap of the day's events here. The president is going to tour around this CC. These are the guiders of the communication in Uganda, and we will also be giving you the details of what exactly the president is going to be told here at Kololo ceremonial grounds in this store of UCC. I consider the Minister State for ICT, Mama Joyce Sebugwawo, flanking her Senior Minister, Dr. Chris Bayomosi, and that is in the Ministry of ICT. The Ministry of ICT is at the core center of organizing this event. It has given in resources to ensure that we have so far what is still a successful event. This is installed by way one of the co-sponsors and organizers of this event. And the president is moving in here to also say a word of hello and get few insights of how far they are supporting the government's effort of running a digital and transform the economy. From here we will be heading to the main events venue where we shall have a few speeches, and later on the president will address the nation through different media houses present here at Kololo and officially launch this second edition of the ICT Job Fair, where we have been promised that there will be a continuation of the same in the coming years, a section of ICT players will be coming here or anywhere else to at least try to raise strategies to ensure that they can be innovative and support that sector, where we are very much convinced that the ICT sector is now the backbone of the society we need, not only today, but even for tomorrow. The country and the world at large is transitioning from those past days and eras where things were done in a traditional way or in those third world way. Now that even Uganda, we all know we are moving in a bit very, very better economy. We have an assurance with such innovations and activities and support from government and the president himself. The future looks very bright, though we are not very sure when will that come, but laying a foundation is the best way to determine how our tomorrow as a country will be. The president is interacting with some of the managers here of Hawaii, or Huawei as many want to refer to them, and from there, we will head to the main events. The president is waving to the team of our sister media houses here at the Next Media, and that is being led by the CEO, Ken Karisa, who we understand have also added the block on this expo. And from here, we will head to the main venue. Banafe, abachatulaba ku Star TV ne UBC, tukyali wano Kololo, era omukulembeze w'eggwanga awabuuzaako kubamu ku boolesezza obooli awo n'abataddemu ensimbi n'obuyambi obutali bumu okulaba nti omukolo guno gugenda mu maaso. Awo ali ku mudaala gwa bannaffe aba Next Media ng'ate bakulembeddwamu ssenkulu waabwe Ken Kalisa, bamunnyonnyola ku biki bye bakola wano. Kati olwo katwolekere ku kisaawe wennyini awagenda okubeera omukolo. Tutegeeza nti wano tujja kubeera ne puroguramu eri mu bufunze. Omukulembeze w'eggwanga ajja kutuuka wano, olwo tuyimbe ennyimba z'eggwanga, olwo nange nja kusiibula nkuweeyo eri bannaffe bakwongereyo n'enteekateeka eno. Nga bw'owulira MC agamba nti tujja kusooka n'okuyimba eggwanga omukolo gutandike. Ka nkuweeyo ogende mu maaso n'okulaba bitereevu ebigenda wano.
Your Excellency, you're welcome.
Kololo nzero batonya.
Abazzukulu babano bali wano era bazze okuwulira ekigambo kyo ku luno olunaku lwa National ICT Job Fair. We will remain standing, ladies and gentlemen, until we have the anthems and the word of prayer done. So please remain standing. We will have the Uganda National Anthem and the East African Anthem. And I will now request that we may have the anthems. Anthems, please. Please remain standing as I invite Apostle Dr. Joseph Serwada and the IRCU team, the Interreligious Council of Uganda, to come and lead us in a word of prayer.
Your Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, Your Excellency the Vice President, Honorable Ministers here present, Members of Parliament, Members of the Diplomatic Corps, Members of the Inter-Religious Council of Uganda, all invited dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. I stand here, sir, to represent the chairman of the Council of Presidents of the Inter-Religious Council of Uganda, His Grace Archbishop Dr. Samuel Kazimba Mugalu, and he sends his love and greetings. I will make a statement on behalf of the Inter-Religious Council of Uganda in 1 minute, and then Sheikh Waiswa, the Deputy Mufti, will pray, and then we will sit. Participating in this year's ICT Job Fair presents us with the opportunity as a religious fraternity to reflect and to reaffirm our role in unlocking the potential of our youthful population through digitalization for employability. We therefore thank you, Your Excellency, and the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance for this innovation aimed at exposing young people to opportunities presented by digitalization within and outside of Uganda. The Inter-Religious Council of Uganda is cognizant of the many opportunities presented by digitalization, and at the same time acknowledge that this is a virgin area not exploited by the youth for employability. In this same spirit, we request that government organizes such fairs in the different cities and districts of our nation to give more exposure and build the capacity of the youth in the usage of digital media for marketing products and employability. The RSU is willing to offer its infrastructure and structures, including our mosques and churches, to the Ministry of ICT for mobilization of the youth. Needless to say that our media outlets are performing very well and are ready for deployment. The Inter-Religious Council of Uganda, in partnership with government and other like-minded stakeholders, envisions setting up a tech youth employment center to relay global information on employability to the youth within the IRCU structures. The IRCU will also be holding the National Interfaith Youth Colloquium. The colloquium is an initiative and a program designed to drive mindset change and empower the youth by A, accelerating skills acquisition in practical agriculture, business, tourism, oil and gas. B, equipping youth with vocational and life skills for competitiveness in the job market, innovation, and exposing them to opportunities within and outside Uganda by optimizing opportunities presented by digitalization. C, supporting youth-led enterprises to pilot and grow innovative ideas. And lastly, creating a platform for the youth to voice out their challenges for effective policy advocacy and identifying shared solutions for political formulation. We thank government, and specifically Your Excellency, the President, for the continued support and for working with the Inter-Religious Council of Uganda and our Secretariat. We also thank you and thank the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance for the continued partnership with IRCU and it is our prayer that this partnership will be formalized. Thank you, Your Excellency, for God and my country. And Your Excellency, I request that I hand over this message to you, sir, if you allow. Thank you very much, sir.
Lord, our Creator and Sustainer, praise and glory be to Thee, the cherisher and sustainer of the worlds. Almighty God, you rightly challenged the entire humans and jinns that if they wish to traverse the universe, heavens and the earth, they should do it, but they shall not do it except with technology, which is the highest form of knowledge and science. We thank you, Lord, for promoting an enabling environment to our beloved country, Uganda, by providing a stable and visionary leadership that has caused numerous transformations, ensuring steady peace and tranquility. We therefore pray, Lord, that you bestow upon our beloved leader, the father of this nation, Baba wa Taifa, good health, blessings, and active life to register the desired transformation this country awaits for to contribute towards the region, the continent, and the global community at large. We also pray for your ardent mercy, for the urgent needed reconciliation between the people of Israel and Palestine from such a destructive war. In your mighty name we have prayed.
Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. I will now quickly run through protocol, and my humble request for whoever will be coming, you could go the Honorable Muruli Mukasa way, which is cut protocol, or just state that I adopt the protocol that
the MC has undertaken so that we avoid the repetition. But I want to my very first action to be for our young people in this room to put their hands together for His Excellency the President for joining us for this National ICT Job Fair. Your Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Your Excellency the Vice President, Major Retired Jessica Lupo, and your husband, Mr. Peter Abene. The Minister of ICT and National Guidance, Dr. Chris Baryomunsi. The Minister for Public Service, the Honorable Muruli Mukasa. The Minister of State for ICT, the Honorable Joyce Sebugwawo. The Minister of Gender, the Honorable Betty Amongi. My apologies, I should have mentioned you earlier. The Minister of State for Education, the Honorable Crisesto Miingo. The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of ICT, Dr. Amina Zawede. The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Works, Mr. Bagaya Waiswa. The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Gender, Mr. Agre Chivenge. Your Excellency, the Ambassador of China to Uganda, Your Excellency Fan, Ambassador Fan. The representative of JICA, Mr. Yochi. The heads of government agencies, and Your Excellency, the ICT sector has brought all the agencies under its domain here for this second National ICT Job Fair, and I will recognize the heads of these agencies, the Acting Executive Director, UCC, Engineer Irene Kagwa, the Executive Director and Managing Director, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, Winston Agaba, the Executive Director, NITA Uganda, Dr. Mugasa, the UICT Principal, Frederick Chitogo, the Poster Executive Director represented here, the UTEL representative here, and of course the chairperson of the BPO Council. That is representation from the sector that of course Your Excellency is supported by the Media Center, the Media Council, and GCIC that is represented here by Marcela Kareche. Your Excellency, we have key government institutions that are here that include the National Water and Sewage Corporation, and the Managing Director, Dr. Engineer Silva Mugisha, is here. The private sector that supports this sector in driving innovation is represented here by the two telecoms, Airtel and MTN. The Airtel MD is here, and the MTN CTO is also here. Your Excellency, our sponsors for this second National ICT Job Fair include Huawei, our partners who are with us even for the very first National ICT Job Fair, and Next Media that is represented here by the Chairman of the National Broadcasting Association, NAB, Kin Karisa. Your Excellency, I want in a very special way to request our young people in this room to put their hands together for our sponsors who've enabled us to come here. Can we give a round of applause for our sponsors? Your Excellency, this is the second National ICT Job Fair. The very first fair was at the Makerere University last year, where thousands of young undergraduates and university students turned up to engage with the various institutions in the digital and IT space on the opportunities they can harness in the ICT sector. This job fair, an initiative of the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance, Your Excellency, is to highlight the opportunities therein for our young people. And Your Excellency, today we have over 2,000 young people who have joined us today, and we want to appreciate that they made their way. We will be expecting over 10,000 young people today and tomorrow when this job fair will be happening at the Kololo ceremonial grounds. Your Excellency, I want to appreciate the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance, which this year, just this year alone, has undertaken several initiatives which included, but is not limited to, the launch of the Digital Transformation Roadmap earlier this year, which was graced by Her Excellency the Vice President, and we want to appreciate the Ministry of ICT for driving that agenda. And Your Excellency, the most recent past, the launch of the Digital Audio Broadcasting Pilot Project by the Uganda Communications Commission, another initiative under the Ministry of ICT, championed by your very own ministry, the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance. I want to now, Your Excellency, take the pleasure of inviting Professor Bazeyo William, Chairperson of the BPO and Innovation Council, to come and make his remarks on the innovation update to the nation. You're very welcome, Professor Bazeyo. Can we give him a round of applause?
Your Excellency, the President of Uganda, Your Excellency, the Vice President, and I'm informed by the MC that all protocol observed. On behalf of the Business Process Outsourcing and Innovation Council, I'd like to thank you, Your Excellency, for supporting and promoting business process outsourcing and innovations to create avenues for employment of the youth in this country. I also thank the technical and political leadership of the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance and partners for championing the country's strategy in exploring opportunities for connecting the youth with appropriate employers and job opportunities, internships, apprenticeships, and trainings in the dynamic ICT sector. As you observed as you moved through the show, you saw a lot of this. Business process outsourcing involves contracting non-primary business activities to a skilled third-party provider. Many people do not understand BPO, and that's why I'm trying to labor so that people understand. When we say business process outsourcing, it does not only mean ICT. It means that you can have jobs created and provided to the people in all sectors, including agriculture, which I'm sure, Mr. President, you are more than happy to know that people can work on your farm when they're in Kampala and your cows will still be well looked after. Your Excellency, the global BPO and IT outsourcing industry has enabled businesses in the markets of Australia, Europe, UAE, UK, and USA, and others to reduce costs. They have reduced their own costs. They boost customer lifetime value. They improve efficiencies. Notably, offshoring of BPO, as you saw the young men saying, they have created jobs for 1,000 people. They are working from Uganda, but working abroad. And Uganda is in such a particular opportunity, has such an opportunity to enjoy this, as I will later on show why Uganda is well positioned. The projected global demand for BPO services by the end of this year, 2023, is $1.01 trillion, with an estimated workforce of about 2.9 million people. This trillion market presents massive opportunities for emerging markets, particularly for Uganda, due to several favorable factors. Uganda has so many, and I'm going to mention a few of them, which make us so favorable for BPO. The BPO industry has emerged as a significant player in the global economy, providing opportunities for countries to boost their employment rates. And we look at countries like India, the Philippines, which are doing so well. And in Africa, there are a few of them, but Uganda could actually lead. Our council has done research, documented, and corroborated information by comparing and benchmarking several countries in Asia, Europe, and some African countries. And we have identified the key factors for a successful implementation of BPO in Uganda. We have developed with the Ministry of ICT and Development Partners a policy document, a draft national BPO policy, which should be coming to you, Mr. President. And once this policy is approved by you and your cabinet, we have a belief that we will run this BPO outsourcing and we create jobs for Ugandans. This policy aims to create a harmonized, coordinated BPO ecosystem. There is no single country where there is BPO going on where they have no policy. Uganda does not have a policy to guide this, and we need this policy yesterday for our youth who are here to have these jobs. Otherwise, without the policy, it will be very difficult to attract investors in BPO. Let me run through quickly the factors that can make Uganda a successful country as a BPO destination. There is a scorecard, and many people can read about scorecards, but Uganda has several of the scorecard results as positive. One, language. English fluency is a critical asset for BPO operations, as it ensures effective communication with clients in English-speaking countries. Uganda graduates speak good English, giving it a significant advantage in attracting international clients. When I say graduates, I mean graduates from all levels, diplomas, certificates, and vocational institutions. Uganda has what they call very good average hearing time. Average hearing time is when somebody calls you or talks to you in English, and you don't have to say, "Pardon me," because your English is clear and you're Ugandan and you can communicate well. 2, we have a young, talented workforce. They are here, and I don't know whether they used to know that your average age is 14.96 in Uganda, and all these have very good education. Mr. President, this population of an age of 14.96 is the best population worldwide that can actually do this work, and they are all well trained. Number 3, we have a favorable time zone. Uganda is positioned such that we can work with either Asia, Europe, and USA because of our time zone. It puts us at an advantage, better than many African countries and even other countries elsewhere. I've talked about the youth who are well trained, and I must say we thank you for championing education. The number of universities in this country produce more graduates than all our neighboring countries, and all of them are well trained and they have ICT skills. At this point, I need to request you that when you are talking about job employment, please talk about the quality of the students that we have here, the quality of the graduates that we have, and that way you'll be marketing our youth. Thank you very much. Cost-effective operations. We are known in Uganda that the way we do business, many countries, you know, in Africa, the way they do business, it is very expensive to do business in their countries. It is very cheap to do business in this country because there is government support on the infrastructure and on the investors and on the incentives. However, when we go to BPO, we request that government deliberately puts incentives that target BPO, including designating economic zones, free economic zones, where internet would be free and people would do a lot of business. Security and the data protection. Mr. President, all companies that do BPO have a lot of data, and this data must be stored and must be secure. Some of the data is so confidential, including, for example, the health data. If we are going to operate health BPO in Uganda, people would want their data well stored. Our request as council is that government deliberately invests in building a data center that belongs to government, where people will know that their data is stored and secured by government, not the private sector this time. There are some low-hanging fruits for Uganda's BPO, and these ones we can run with them, and all the people who are here could actually get jobs, including customer service representatives. Customer service roles are a significant segment of BPO industry. Ugandan youth can be employed as customer service, as you saw on the other side, where people are being skilled for customer service. Technical support. This is the IT, the software engineers that we have that can actually develop those required services for Europe and Asia and America. When I say that they develop for them, can't they develop for themselves? I think we are in a better position. As I come to the end, There are other services that we can look at quickly that we can sell as Uganda. Nursing. Uganda trains so many nurses, but America and other countries do not have nurses. Mr. President, I'm not talking about taking our nurses to America or other countries. Nurses will be skilled and they work here and work in those hospitals across the ocean to America and other places. As I conclude, Mr. President, there are several potential and significant benefits of BPO industry in Uganda, and I'm sure the PS and the Minister of ICT will say, and they will tell you the number of jobs that our council has targeted. I will not mention them because this is their ministry. They know what we have targeted and they know what we are waiting for, and they'll mention this. But my request to you is that in your speeches, maybe from today, please talk about BPO as a destination, Uganda as a destination for BPO. And we will have clients that will come here and invest here. Thank you very much. For God and my country.
Your Excellency, that was a statement from the Chair of the BPO Council, Professor Bazeyo. I now take the honor of inviting the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance, Dr. Amina Zawede, to come and make her remarks. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, Her Excellency Honorable Jessica Alupo, the Honorable Minister of ICT and National Guidance, Honorable Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, all ministers present this afternoon, all permanent secretaries present, and all protocol observed from the previous speakers. Good afternoon to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I also take this honor to, in a special way, to thank our innovators and students who are present here today to take advantage of the opportunities for employment, internships, and ICT skilling that we are presenting to them, Your Excellency. I would like to begin by expressing our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed President for gracing this event with his presence. Your attendance, Mr. President, underscores your unwavering commitment to our nation's future and the youth of Uganda. Your Excellency, in countries where we have visited that promote and support employment opportunities for the youth, having you here present and having you talk about opportunities that Uganda has to offer, just like the BPO chairperson has said, is very pertinent and very key. And I thank you very much, Mr. President, for your presence. I would also like to express a heartfelt appreciation to the Vice President, Her Excellency Jessica Alupo, who has been a staunch supporter in our efforts to digitize Uganda. It was an honor to have her as a guest of honor at the inaugural ICT job fair last year. Your Excellency, we have, under the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance, with the leadership of our Honorable Minister, we agreed to have, the National ICT Job Fair run every year. So this is the second in the series of the job fairs that we are holding. And it is truly exciting to see that our Vice President is once again here today at the second ICT job fair. As mentioned earlier, she also presided over our launch of the Digital Transformation Roadmap. These are steps as a sector we are taking in order to streamline the implementation of ICT in this country. Your Excellency, ICT services in Uganda continue to grow at an impressive growth rate of 14.8%. it is important to acknowledge that the ICT sector alone contributes 2% to the aggregate nominal GDP, and that is as at the financial year 2021-2022, and this continues to grow. In terms of numbers, this has grown from 2.79 trillion to 2.93 trillion as at 2020-2021. Your Excellency, as we continue to promote Uganda as a destination for employment opportunities in Uganda, the ICT sector is going to shed light on the current status of affairs that we have in Uganda. Of course, we are all aware that we have so many young people. The chairperson has said the average age is 14.9 years old, but we have 32 universities in Uganda, and we graduate 30,000 students every year. All these students go out into the job market to look for opportunities. Some of them are got within the country, and others can be got outside the country. Your Excellency, we have a number of initiatives that have been taken and done towards creating employment opportunities. You have some young people placed in different parts of this country who have set up companies and are recruiting youths to do jobs for companies and countries outside Uganda. Your Excellency, the National Labour Force Survey indicates that 42.9% of those who do find employment have necessary education for their jobs, while 46.1% are undereducated for their positions. This therefore underscores the importance of job relevant skilling, and especially in the sectors like ICT. In our digital transformation roadmap, Your Excellency, digital skilling is one of the priorities of this roadmap. The roadmap has 5 priorities that we are going to focus on in the next 5 years. The first one is infrastructure and connectivity. The second one is digital skilling, like I have mentioned. We also have to focus on ensuring that we have cyber security and data protection and privacy. Then we also have to focus on innovation and entrepreneurship, as well as taking services online. So, Your Excellency, if we have all these areas that we are talking about or focus in place, we are going to create an ecosystem or environment that is favorable for having BPO succeed and thrive in Uganda. We are optimistic that if we do this, the BPO industry will generate over 200,000 jobs annually, that is valued at over $1 billion by 2030. Your Excellency, last year, we launched a campaign that we called Uganda Being Africa's Innovation Powerhouse. In the journey to brand Uganda as a destination for ICT investment, we have to be very passionate about promoting Uganda, about marketing it, about showing off the values that we have in our country. And as we launched this campaign, we took to Dubai some young people who were doing, whose companies to date, we have one of them, a medical